You also wrote a whole series on your blog called the AI Powered SEO Process. Can you elaborate on that and tell us what it looks like?
Um, so the AI-powered SEO process actually looks very much like the scientific method in a lot of places, but it is essentially what data do you have that you can train on? What are the models you're going to select? What are the outcomes you're after? And then do you have the ability to generate the individual pieces using a couple of different techniques and tactics? A big part that I think is immediately useful to a lot of SEO folks is topic modeling, and topic modeling is well beyond proven now. It is old hat for a lot of more mature machine learning folks, but there's just so many good tools for doing topic modeling to be able to say, okay, I'm going to do a search for, I don't know, espresso shops near me, right? And you pull in the top content, or you use the SEO tool of your choice and pull in the top 100 pages on these things. And then maybe you pull another set of the next 900, and then you do a split and say, okay, what do the top 100 pages have in common that is absent from the next 900? Build two topic models, look at the intersection or look at the exclusions and say, okay, what's in common with these top pages? The other thing is that with tools, for example, Facebook's fast text, you can do what's called vectorization, which is where you turn words essentially into all these numerical vectors and say, what are the semantically related things that that would be associated with this? So I may have an espresso shop. I may or may not mention the word cold brew, right? But we know from how Google works with its own models that it is doing semantic association. So you may end up ranking for like a latte, even though you don't have a page on your website. This is all about our lattes. It's not there.
Right.
But Google understands from a semantic perspective, if you're an espresso shop, you probably have lattes. And so in a local search, you may come up for someone searching for latte near me. Using those topic models, using these techniques is a great way to start teasing that out and creating content that is logically that should be there based on the data that you're being given. It's not truly doing it because Google's models are much bigger, but it is kind of like reverse engineering a little bit of it just to understand what else should be in the content you're creating. So that's a big part of this process is doing your inventorying what you have, inventorying what's in the top results, trying to figure out, again, what are the intersections, what are the places where you've got a gap. And then another one that I think is so overlooked is key opinion leader or influencer identification. It's still, for good or ill, inbound links are still the gold standard of what predicts, like, hey, this site's going to rank reasonably well. And while it has been proven time and time and time again that there is zero correlation between social media sharing and search rank, there is a logical relationship between getting an influencer to write a blog post about you and getting that link, right? So that's a part that I feel like so many SEO folks, particularly folks who are still stuck in like 2015, are getting wrong. They're just like, they're just spamming people like, please link to it. I've got this great resource, please link to it. As opposed to saying, okay, in this network of people who are expert about this topic, who are the network hubs? How do I approach them carefully, build a real relationship over time, and then can I get one piece of content placed with them somehow? Because I know if I do that, it will spread like a fire to the entire first and secondary connections that this person has. And that's a better model of doing this type of influencer outreach than, spamming everybody that you possibly can, which I still get like 40 of those a day.